What kind of donut is that?
It's glazed. You want a bit?
Yeah. I mean, do you mind?
Yeah. Yeah, go for it. Have a little bite.
Thanks. Just. Oh, thanks. That's good. That's good. Thanks.
All the way from Las Vegas, give it up for Piff the Magic Dragon.
His name is Piff the Magic Dragon.
Piff the Magic Dragon, an actual dragon.
Piff the Magic Dragon, of course, a breakout star during the 10th season of America's Got Talent.
Piff the Magic Dragon.
Piff the Magic Dragon is here with his trusty sidekick, Mr. Piffles, who we almost called Mr. Pickles.
You did call him Mr. Pickles. The dog almost walked out.
Is he part of your act?
Yeah, he's the world's only magic performing chihuahua.
Really?
Yeah. Look at him there in a zen-like trance. Just preparing himself for a magic trick. You want to see him do a magic trick? All right, you have any playing cards?
No, I don't have any. Oh, look at that.
A genuine magic dragon.
Oh, I'm sorry, I apologize.
Can you believe this guy? I come on here trying to do a serious piece of journalism and find the right camera, and yet... Which camera must... That one. I've got it. Oh, no, it's moved again. No, it's back. Don't stop doing it. Right, I've got it.
Oh, I like this card.
See, already Mr. Piffles looking away. True professional, that is. He's like, no, don't let me see. Once you've done that, I'm going to... No, on the front. Oh, okay, that's... It's going to be an expensive
Put it on
morning.
the back of the card.
Just throw it away. Let's... Yeah, there we go. Oh, hang on. Thanks.
Oh, he's not the pizza.
I ordered some lunch, guys.
Well, thank you.
Are you sharing?
Yeah, are you sharing?
Oh, let's all relax here.
Oh, let's all relax. Okay.
Yeah, sure, it's $15 a slice. Your card. Oh, snap. Is that your card? No. Oh, an awkward hush falls upon the studio. Hang on a minute, you're telling me that if you woke up with a chicken sandwich in your hand, you wouldn't be grateful? You'd be like, who put this in my hand? I demand action. You'd be like, oh, this is delicious. We just pass the cards over his head, we rub it on his little face, one card, bang. Wow. All the way up, just there. Rub it on the dog. Take a look.
Oh!
Ladies and gentlemen, Mimi's card, the Ten of Spades, the world's first magic performing chihuahua. It's not bad, is it? Look, we just give him a little rub on his face.
Right?
Changes back into the Joker.
Look at what?
It's half comedy, half magic, all dragon.
All dragon.
This is nice.
$12, guys.
$12.
Do you sometimes feel like he's outshining you a little bit, or?
Every single day.
12, is that what you said?
Yeah.
So the, you're performing at the Flamingo.
Yeah. And we spent
Amazing.
half the time there, and half the time we tour all over the country. We've been to Canada. Last year we went to Hong Kong. They didn't really get it. They just ran around screaming, oh no, he's back! And this time he's really small.
Are you the most popular, or is it Mr. Piffles?
Definitely the dog. I mean, look at his little face. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. That is show business right there.
Why my Piff instead of the you?
Just,
Why Piffy?
we don't talk about that other dragon. He's dead to me.
Or did you fly here personally?
Yeah, I flew.
You did fly.
My little dragon.
But when you know,
By the way, I have one issue with your show. You've all got personalized cups
We
here.
do.
Look at this. You've got
Don't be
Dow, we've
jealous.
got Megan.
Well, you're
what have
on
I
enough.
got?
You should have
Guest
your own.
host. Guest host.
Well, let's take care
well,
of
that's
that.
what you are today.
Don't worry, guys. I've got a pen. Okay.
Oh, he
just
will.
going to cross out that.
And he just did, and
Piff.
that's permanent marker, and now it's Piff's.
There we go. Every time I can come back now.
So tell us about America's Got Talent. What was that like?
When we were on America's Got Talent with, what is he
The
just...
dog totally just
Really?
ejaculated. The dog
I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I could not contain that.
That's one of his
I
other
could
rights.
not say anything. Right? Oh, no.
Well,
You're magic, all right. You can clear a room.
That's his power. Yeah, his power is this
happening right
sense. Oh, well, this is awkward. I'm rethinking my career after this interview. The Magic Dragon. Welcome to Piff's Golden Hour. I meet Piff the Magic Dragon, Mr. Piffles, and Jade. Yes, right.
Hello. Good morning. I dressed up today for you.
She woke up. Mr. Piffles is still
asleep.
comatose.
Yes, an amazing show today.
Coming
Looking
up.
forward to it.
We've got Chris Kattan from Saturday Night Live. Yeah, Chris Kattan is going to be on the show from Saturday Night Live.
I'm such
Chris
a fan. I'm
Kattan
such a fan.
from Saturday. Do you understand? And other things coming up in the show. Oh, that's what I was gonna. Yeah, it was nice to see when I used to do morning press. You remember that, Jade?
Yeah.
Remember that when we used to wake up at 5 in the morning and go to some TV studio in the middle of who knows where we are and talk to very wary news anchors.
But sometimes we would go to a news program or a TV show or something like that, and it would end up becoming something amazing, which then would become amazing for today because of a connection of a TV show. We got to meet the one and only.
Right.
Chris Kattan. Cannot wait.
Yeah, Chris Kattan. We met him on Morning Press. That's right, in Chicago.
Yes.
When we were doing a show in Skokie, we bumped into Chris Kattan. Jay became buddies with him, and as a result,
I follow him on Instagram.
He's going to do the show today, so that's nice. People on those news shows, they're always a little bit like, "Oh, what's this dragon going to do?"
That's true.
And then I win them over, or I get banned and I can never go back to the same program.
Most of the time, you win him over, though.
Most of the time.
Well, actually, it's the dog.
I've been banned by a few. All right. Now, today is April 21st, and on this day in 1934, this photo was apparently taken showing the Loch Ness Monster. Years later, it was proven to be a hoax, but we thought we'd look at some of the most famous mythical creatures, and as one myself, I could give you a little insight into what's really going on. So, let's start with the phoenix. Now, a phoenix is a large golden bird that is said to regenerate life when it rises from the ashes of its predecessor. I saw a half phoenix once. The first half, that is, by which I mean I saw a pigeon fly into a pylon, burst into flames. A werewolf, a man who becomes a wolf where there's a full moon, not to be confused with the best-selling Canine Waldo series. Spoiler alert, he's eating the sheep. Bigfoot, perhaps one of the most popular creatures on our list. They were believed to be simply mythological until a 1987 documentary showed one finally captured, giving indisputable evidence of the Sasquatch living peacefully alongside a family in suburban Seattle. Harry and the Hendersons, people. The Jersey Devil. Now, this creature, which some believe originated in... Now my thing stopped working. Now my reading aloud thing stopped working, and now I've got to go, we've got to fix this reading aloud thing. I'm trying to guess at what word's coming next, Alex.
Or you could just memorize it.
No, I could memorize 3 pages daily and do that.
Can Jade scroll it for you?
Is that what Jimmy Fallon does?
He's got this.
What, have Jade scroll it for him?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Jimmy Fallon's little monitor works and has the person that actually can keep it moving correctly.
Wow. All right, I plunged through on my own. Jersey Devil. This creature, which, believe it or not, originated in New Jersey, is said to have a horse's head, bat wings, and cloven hooves. Sounds like something that's sold at the Wuhan market. Despite its demonic appearance and bloodthirsty tendencies, it's still not the worst thing to come out of Jersey.
Oh, you're going down for that one. That's horrible.
What? You enjoy the Jersey Shore?
No, but I mean, other people in Jersey are going to be like, hey, not all Jersey's bad.
I think other people in Jersey don't
talk
enjoy
like
the
that.
Jersey Shore.
No,
What do you say, Alex?
They
They don't
like
talk like
that.
that.
I didn't say they did.
They talk like what?
Well, they don't talk like Jade.
What's
No,
your
because I don't
Jersey
have
accent?
I don't have a Jersey accent, so I wouldn't be able to do it.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. What's going on? Is that a Jersey accent?
Yeah, something around there. It's on the right coast.
I leave it to the Jersey. I'm not going to disrespect their accent by
Oh
trying.
my God. All right. The Yeti, or abominable snowman, with depictions dating back to the 18th century, the Yeti is often linked with Mount Everest. However, sightings have been reported much further afield. In 2011, Russian soldiers came to have captured a white, hairy, two-legged creature similar to a gorilla that ate meat and vegetation. It's unclear what happened next, but some believe the creature was dyed orange and submitted for the 2016 US presidential elections. I feel like could have had a sharper button on that, Alex.
I mean, yeah, if you'd done the scripted one, I think it was. But...
It was vaguely the script. It was less words than the scripted one.
All right, sure.
It's a nice picture, though.
That's what matters.
Yeah, it's a good picture.
That's what people are here for.
Yeah. Griffins. We're going to show a picture of a griffin. There you go. Look, there's a griffin. A griffin has the body and back legs of a lion, along with the wings, beak, and talons of an eagle. Appearing in stories for thousands of years, they were popularized in a 14th century travelogue by Sir John Mandeville, who particularly noted their dedication to monogamy. Seems like an odd detail to note when you claim to discover a half lion, half eagle. I wouldn't have led with that. Is there anything you need to tell us, John? Did someone get turned down by a griffin? Is someone bitter because you asked out a griffin and she was like, I have a boyfriend, John? That wasn't a bad one, was it?
No, I didn't think so.
No, but I mean, like, the whole thing, to get, like, you did the script well. I did. Jade, you like that reading of it? Well, great. The Manticore. The Manticore. I have to shout at this thing to start working. The Manticore. The Manticore. Now I have to make it go down myself. This is described by Greek author Titius. Yeah, I pronounced that correctly. It's spelled Ctesias, and I googled it and spent 10 minutes learning how to pronounce it Titius. So, I mean, you could have just written that in the script, Alex. But fine.
I assumed you knew.
All right. As one of the most forbidding of all mythical creatures, the manticore was apparently a bloodthirsty beast that sported, and I quote, the head of a blue-eyed man, the auburn body of a lion, and the stinging tail of a scorpion. Titius described the manticore as having 3 rows of teeth like a shark and a tuneful bellow that sounded like a trumpet. I just can't speak. I said trumpet.
Yeah, I noticed.
Quite a description. So why did Titius draw it like this? Yeah, maybe next time get someone else to do the illustrations, Titius. Tail of a scorpion, that's a palm tree, son. By the way, this is actually what Mr. Piffles looked like that night I took too much Benadryl. I was like, oh no.
I would think it would be more Percocet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sirens. Remember these, Jade? Sirens. That's right.
Yes, that's usually the sound of a cop car or something coming up towards you.
Or
Yeah.
it's the beautiful women who would use their looks and voices to lure lonely sailors to a terrible fate. Their descendants can still be seen today, right here in Las Vegas, tending to the seafood buffet at Treasures. I made it the whole way through. Oh, all right, fine. Minotaur. This half-man, half-bull lived in the dark depths of a labyrinth in Greece. These days, he uses his maze expertise to design store layouts for IKEA. There you go. What do you reckon? Like, how many did I get? Like, 1 out of 3?
Something like that, yeah. That was mostly all right.
The whole point of this show is that I'm learning to do a TV show, all right?
Yeah, it wasn't the giddy heights of Fridays.
God,
morning read.
Friday I crushed that, what do you call this, desk piece.
Yeah.
I crushed it. I read it all flawlessly. That one, I was like, trumpets. Can't speak. All right, anyway, it's now time to wait until it's time to go to our guest. Where's our guest, Alex?
We are calling his rep to find out where our guest is.
Oh.
We will find him. He's a very busy
We will
man.
find him. He is a busy man. Jade, now, when Jade comes onto the show this morning, don't think, by the way, that she just rolls out of bed and is ready to go like some little dragons in the room. No, Jade has a long preparation period. How long does it take you, Jade?
A long list. Hi, where's the wide shot so I can say
he's
hi
busy.
to everyone?
There
we
you
go. That's all right. He's getting trained up. There's a long list
Wow.
of me getting dressed.
Good luck with tonight's show.
Yes. Yeah.
There's a long list of you getting dressed.
I mean, this costume is quite insane, and then you've got to do the shoes, and then depending on like if you want to do the glamorous hair and makeup, if you want to be a little more simple.
Well, just talk us through it.
Yeah.
What was your steps this morning?
So first you get up, you sit on the end of the bed.
Okay.
Okay, you sit on the end of the bed.
Step one, end of the bed.
Put your hands above your head, and you squeeze your hands 5 times to get the blood moving.
This is what you did this morning. I've never seen you do this.
Yes, I do it. Yes. So you squeeze your hand 5 times, it gets the blood moving. Then you get up, you bend over, completely over to your ankles, and stretch out your legs. You did see that because you were like, I see your butt. So you bend over, you get your body moving. Then you walk into the restroom. You plug in, I have a drawer. I'm very OCD. Everything has to be put up. Yeah, you take out the curling iron and you get that heated up. Then you go to your makeup table. You make sure all your makeup is set up. Then you do your hair. And then after you do your hair, you go to your makeup table. Then you do 35 minutes of full-on makeup. And then after all of that craziness, you check yourself 15 times in the mirror, make sure lights and cameras and everything are going to be good. And even though you have dark circles because you didn't sleep much the night before, because it's having really weird dreams about animals and heads and weird tells. And it's so ironic that that's how we started the show. But yeah, then you got to put on the costume, then you got to get in here. And I have more wires going down my back, my headpiece, my microphone.
So that you can hear us.
Yeah, it's insane. Well, I can hear you now. But there were a few days I couldn't. And hopefully the fans can hear me because I don't think the microphone's cut off. So I think it's good. So we're good. Yeah. So it takes a long time.
I'm still none the wiser. All right. A while ago, we went to Hong Kong and did some magic tricks. So while we try and find Chris Kattan, we're going to show you that.
Oh, those were cool.
Good evening. We're in the lovely city of Hong Kong. You can see beautiful surroundings. This is where we're staying. Yeah, it's a good gig. They've given us that whole room and that fridge. So anyway, we're here to do some card magic. So let's go and find some people to do card magic with. Remember it? Remember it? Remember? Remember? Okay. All right. Now, watch the doggy. Ready? Where's doggy? Mr. Piffles. He's flying. He's flying through the air. Flying, 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 flying. What was your card? 10.
对.
Yeah.
Yes. Wow. It's cool.
It's cool. Let's put it on my resume. What's your name? What is the what? I'm gonna call you Steve. Got this card, this card, this card, good card. Here's the deal. We're gonna use the Joker. Not your card. I know, but look, watch. Not yours. No, but watch. You're going to take the Joker. Look, this is for you. Hold. Don't move. You're going to push it in. Ready? Just there. It's your card, Steve. Steve, it's your card. You chose a 3 of those. Remember? I'm wasted. I'm genuinely wasted out here. It's amazing what you can find growing in the wild in Hong Kong. Look, over here, we just found a couple of pairs of shoes, just growing naturally out of the ground. And look here, we have a couple of pairs of shoes just growing on this ledge. And there, 2 shoes literally growing out of the wall. Hey, come in. Come here. Hold. Bless you. See? Choose a card. Any card.
Any card.
Just one. Take one. That one. Okay. Only one.
Only
Remember
one.
it?
Bit.
No.
Only one.
Remember.
Remember.
Put
Okay.
back.
Ingat.
Put it back. Give me the card back. Put it back.
You back.
For the love of God.
You
Thank you. Right now, look, we're going to take the bread. Ready, watch. One bread.
Wow.
Wait. 2.
Good.
It gets better. Let's get better. Look, watch. Pitching. It's time for breakfast. Take a look. Show. Show. Ta-da. There we go. $10. $5. 8. You had a nice time in Hong Kong.
Oh my God, you know, it was really great. And you were absolutely hysterical.
Not in the show.
No, in Hong Kong.
Oh, yeah.
You were running around the streets. Alex was filming. It was insane.
Yeah, when I was being
nobody
paid.
turned their heads.
No, nobody noticed.
It was like they were like, okay, there's a dragon running around.
When I was being paid to be funny, not so much.
Oh, you mean during the show?
Yeah.
Yeah, but didn't you have something really horrible happen right before one of the shows?
Yeah, I was on one of the segways that you ride and I got a concussion.
Well, actually, the true story is you and Alex wanted to go buy segways.
The hoverboards, wasn't it? The ones without
like
the
a
handles.
hoverboard. So Alex and you guys searched out the city. You found what you had to find, and
It was an impulse purchase, wasn't it,
an
Alex?
impulse purchase
it was
between
like
the
a
two
toy
of you.
store.
But you guys were
We bought one
brilliant when
each.
you were riding them up and down the hotel.
Until they nearly asked us to leave.
Yeah, to the hall. That's true. And then you decided you were going to ride it during rehearsal, but you didn't realize there was a huge bump right before the stage.
Yeah.
And you concussed yourself.
I did.
You went flying backwards.
I did.
Now, wouldn't that have been helpful if you were one of those creatures that had, you know, like maybe the crazy tail or like...
Yeah, I could have stopped myself with my manticore tail, but I didn't
Yes.
have one because I wasn't one. And so I concussed myself. And then the other thing was, we had like 50 people a show in like a 500-seat theatre.
With few English speakers among them.
Yeah, and like 10% of those were 5 people spoke English. The other people, the other 45 were just watching this grumpy dragon shout at them in a language they didn't speak.
Well, it was a game show too. So
And it was a game show, yeah.
throughout.
Yeah. But you did have one thing that you absolutely loved when you were there.
What's that?
Every time you watch that video, you get hungry.
The donut. I like those Hong Kong donuts that I got on the street.
Hong Kong donuts.
On the street.
Yes.
We still haven't got Chris Kattan. Alex, where is he?
Oh, he's coming.
He's otherwise engaged currently.
Yeah.
Is he?
He is.
What does that mean?
He's on important comedy business. Far more important than us.
Yes.
But we hope to have him.
Let's get a close
soon.
up and some sad music on my face.
Oh, he's coming. Oh, look how sad you are. That's okay, because isn't this like a two-parter?
But if people are gonna like not be able to make the show, we should just say that we have, we coming up on tomorrow's show. We have John Legend. We have
Oh my God, and Chrissy Teigen will be with us.
Chrissy Teigen.
Oh my God, Chrissy and
That's
I can totally hang out. I'm so excited.
J-Lo is coming in.
Oh my God, RuPaul's coming.
RuPaul.
Ah, yes, but not during a certain week. Starting next Wednesday for at least 7 days. Oh my gosh. Sad face. Hey, but it's okay because this is Piff the Magic Dragon Show, PiffTV. It's a continuation of love and life and comedy every day. So you don't want to look at it like it's just one day of a TV show. You want to look at it as a continuation of life. So every day, people can just appear at any time, and it'll be amazing. It's not stuck to one moment. Wow, I didn't.
Can you
get
make
sad
one
music or
teardrop
anything
roll
on
down
that.
like the
I
sad?
don't know. That's a good thing. Let me see if I can cry in demand.
I bet you I'll cry better than you. Do you want to see who can cry first?
That face is making the camera go out of focus
Yeah,
for some reason.
exactly. That's not really tears.
I'm crying. Oh, here we go.
Oh my God, that's not even a tear.
Listen, I could be a Hollywood actor, like Chris Kattan.
Chris Kattan is amazing.
All right. Well, I've got lots of questions that I wrote. So, have we got Lindsay there?
Not yet.
Oh my God.
That's all right.
Go, see if Jay can cry on demand.
Oh, that's easy.
Go for it.
You want me to cry?
Yes,
Okay,
clearly.
not too close because. Hold on. Okay. Do I get just a moment to?
No, you go. That's it. You got to cry on demand, Jade. Here we go. Here we go, Jade. Just cry on demand. No, that's sighing on demand, Jade.
I'm getting there.
You're getting there. Let's have a race. Where's my close-up, Alex?
I feel like it's easier for Jake. She only has to think about living with you.
I have to think about what would happen if Mr. Piffles wasn't around. All right, let's go to Jade. No, you still haven't got any tears, Jade. There are no tears.
They take
No,
a minute
they're
when
not
you
here.
Get there. It's not like you just like.
No, you're laughing. You're not crying, Jade.
Don't laugh. I got this. Stop. Stop.
Okay, back to my
God.
close-up.
I got this.
First person to fill an egg cup wins.
I've got moisture. Does that count?
It's not flop sweat.
Oh, wait, Jade. There's still no tears, Jade. There's no tears. All you're doing now is you're like.
I'm welling up, but you
Oh.
gotta stop making me laugh. Like that's not respectful for an actress. You gotta stop.
There's nothing about this that is respectful for an
craft.
actress. Any craft.
What the hell's that music in the background?
It's supposed to
I
get
was
you in the
almost
mood.
there, and then you made me laugh. I'm telling you, that's not cool.
You wouldn't be able to make Robert Redford laugh, would you? You wouldn't be able to make Dustin Hoffman laugh, would you? No,
You
he'd be
might.
too busy crying.
Might. You don't know.
You wouldn't be able to make Charlize Theron laugh, would you, Jade?
You can't even say the name correctly.
Charlize Theron. I just have to have a space. I can't say
think I
Charlize
have,
Theron.
like-
That's difficult.
Maybe because I didn't sleep that much. Sometimes it takes actors a moment or two. It's not always just boom. You know, it's like you with your comedy. It's not always hits first. Sometimes it takes a little bit.
Wow. God, I wish Chris Kattan was here.
Oh my God!
I read his book and everything.
Oh, he's amazing. I love him, and he has so many amazing characters from his time on Saturday Night Live, and and just to his beginnings of how he started, and then his book is amazing that explains his life that from from Saturday Night Live into becoming like a leading man and trying to work through all of it. It's like great. It's
I'm writing him
super-
a letter. Dear Chris,
Oh, here we go.
it has been many years since we last spoke.
I know, and I got dressed up for Chris.
You woke up for Chris.
Well, no, I would wake up for some other guests this week, but you said I'm not needed on those. So
Oh my God!
I'm good.
Wow. What was that? It's the bus Jay just threw me under.
And I'm upset because I really wanted to do the cry thing, and then all of a sudden it wasn't serious anymore.
How upset are you?
Not upset enough to ruin my makeup. Yes.
If you're watching, Chris,
Oh my God, Chris, you're amazing.
call us.
You know what Chris did? You want to know what one of my favorite things was? Is when he played Mango with J-Lo. And guess what? It rhymes with Jade Simone too. Jade Simone and
J-So.
Mango.
You could be called
Mango
J-So.
and Jade Simone.
That
oh
doesn't
my God,
rhyme.
I just want to dance with Mango. That's all I want to do.
Oh my God, even Lindsay isn't available.
Why is Lindsay?
Dance with
This is-
Mango. I just want to dance. I just want to dance. I just want to dance with Mango. Mango, 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 mango. That's right, baby. Jade Simone is here on a Tuesday.
If you're watching this, Chris, call us. We're here. We're here, ready to speak to you, Chris.
Al.
Just Skype in or even just a simple voice call would do the job just as well.
Oh.
Maybe you're more of a Zoom guy, and that's okay.
Chris, shoot him.
Okay.
Shoot him. Shoot him. Shoot him. Oh, that felt good. That felt really good. Are you gonna cry?
Yeah, I'm gonna cry.
Still, come on. Let's have the game. Whoever gets the tears first.
We have Lindsay now?
No, she keeps declining the call for some reason.
Why does she keep
There we go, we got her.
We got her. All right. Put on Lindsay. Hello.
Hi, Lindsay.
Hi. Hello.
Now, this is Lindsay, who does all of the comments for the Piff the Magic Dragon show, don't you, Lindsay?
Yes.
Yes, and she's also your executive assistant.
She is. Now, Lindsay, we need you to answer these questions as if you're Chris Kattan, okay?
Great.
Lindsay, you will be coming back on the show again, I promise. Not just, we forced you to come on today.
To answer the question. Now, Lindsay, I hear your father was a magician and one of the founding members of the Groundlings.
That's actually really true. A lot of people don't realize that I come from a line of magicians, but it's not just my father who's a magician. My grandfather is also a magician. My great-grandfather is a magician.
Wait a minute, is this true?
Yeah.
Can I ask
Chris Kattan's great-grandfather was a magician.
My grandfather.
What we're trying to like get to know Chris Kattan, Lindsay, via you. You need to
I
channel
don't know
him.
anything about Chris Kattan. I'm just trying to bullshit my way through this.
Lindsay, can you watch your language? We are a family-friendly show this morning.
You're gonna have to deal with a lot of comments about
In
that.
your mood, let's be honest.
You're gonna have to really deal with some comments about your language.
Oh my God, they will love her.
Lindsay, Chris Kattan, I hear that you were on Saturday Night Live for 7 years.
Yeah, I was. I was on Saturday Night Live, and before that, I was actually on Mad TV. And before that, I did some random skits and stand-up at just these little cafes around town, and I got booed off stage a lot, and it was a hot mess.
Whoa, what was one of your more formative experiences at those cafes that you spent your time at?
It's hard to say. It's just most of it was just a blur because I didn't really want to be there. So I just kind of got on stage, did my thing, got booed, and then left. I've had some shoes thrown at me and some coffees and glass bottles, the usual.
Who was your favorite guest host on Saturday Night Live, Chris Kattan?
Kristen Stewart.
What? Kristen Stewart? Wow.
Why don't you tell us your famous story about the flight you were on with Beyonce?
Yeah, tell us about that time you took a flight with Beyonce.
Well, I looked at her and said, I don't think you're ready for this jelly. And she was like, you're right, I'm not.
Oh. Now, when you were playing Mango or Mr. Peepers, there were some times that you'd have celebrities on like Tom Hanks or J-Lo, and you were pretty in their face. Do you ever feel like you were approaching the line, or did you ever cross it?
Definitely crossed the line.
You have any nasty interactions with any celebrities who were not so happy with your interfering?
Yeah, this one time I went up to yeah, actually I have a really good story, and this is a true story.
Oh no.
Time I was actually walking down a hallway with you, which is hilarious because you were there, so you should know this. And then I happened to spot my favorite skateboarder in the entire, like, not in the entire world, but one of my favorite skateboarders ever. And like, I totally froze and I ran up to him, and you were talking to me, and I was like, not listening to anything you were saying. And you just kept walking, and I let you kept walking. And then I just like started following this guy, and I was like, oh my God, dude, you're my favorite skateboarder. And then you ended up getting super jealous.
Wait.
And you let it go for like the entire week. So I guess like in a way that's like the most weird experience, because you're both sort of celebrities, and you got really upset with me, and you were like, look, that wasn't cool. You should be kissing the ground that I walk on.
Chris Kattan, what a fascinating insight into our friendship that has developed over so many years, Chris Kattan. And who was this skateboarder?
Cole Wilson.
Oh.
So, Chris, I have a question for you.
What up, baby girl?
All right. So, when you appeared in the Pepsi Max commercial for the Super Bowl to, of course, the song What Is Love, did you feel like that was the pinnacle of your career at that moment, or what was that exact feeling? You know, because I can only imagine what it feels like to be in this major Super Bowl moment and a commercial for Pepsi to What Is Love and, you know, Night of the Roxbury and all these amazing characters. Did you feel like you had finally peaked, or was that just another moment?
Oh yeah, definitely. I don't have a problem peaking at any given moment in time. So definitely that was the Pepsi Max commercial was absolutely, I was peaking all over it. Not gonna lie, I just now realized who Chris Kattan was though. So so there's that.
What? Oh my God. What? You knew Chris was the guest on today's show, Lindsay. I mean, Chris.
But I don't know anything about celebrities, and I'm surprised that you don't understand that by now. Remember that one time that I gave your friend $100 gift card because I didn't know who he was?
Yes, Terry Fator invited us to his show, and we had a very nice time, and he looked after us very well. He spent, I don't know, like an hour and a half with us before the show and after the show, just hanging out. And I was like, hey, Lindsay, can you send something nice to Terry Fator? So you sent him a $100 Amazon gift card.
It's a multi-millionaire, Terry Fator.
Multi-millionaire. He was like one of the top 10 earning comedians of all in the entire world of 2018. And you just, oh my God.
That's okay because
I didn't know who he was.
That's okay because you are just you, and you're humble, and you're sweet, and you're nice. And you know what? Don't change that, girl. That's amazing.
My husband called me an idiot. He was
wow.
like, who? Like, you're
surprised me. I get called a lot of things too, but I just fluff my feathers and keep going.
Your husband is a terrible human being who once tried to cripple me in a go-karting race.
Oh, no, he did not. You just were not that great of a driver.
Well, I believe the record will show, because this is the record, that he tried to cripple me in a go-karting race. Therefore, he is a terrible person. So I wouldn't take anything he says too seriously. All right. Coming up on tonight's show, what do we have, Alex? It's the cooking show, right?
I think we're doing some workout stuff tonight.
Oh, is that tonight? And then cooking tomorrow?
Yeah.
No, workouts tomorrow.
All right.
For sure. Workout tomorrow, cooking tonight with Brett Ottolenghi. We're going to be getting some quarantine cooking lessons from my friend Brett Ottolenghi. Thank you, Lindsay, for stepping in and playing the role of Chris Kattan.
You were
It
amazing.
was almost exactly the same thing.
Well, we'll get Chris. Sometimes things happen. It's okay. This has happened to the Tonight Show, the Jimmy Fallon. It's happened to Conan. It's happened to David
No, because they have
Letterman.
it hasn't, because they have
happened.
them on site.
They're there.
They're
They're
there.
in the
but
dressing room. They don't
sometimes
announce them.
They know that the day before the night or something
Yeah, the
happens
day-
to where people will not make it.
Yeah, but they don't go on air and be
Yeah,
like,
but it's
all
not
right.
if
Here's an
Tonight
assistant
Show-
pretending to be Paul McCartney.
Then they'll be like, oh, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Tom Cruise. And then
Lindsay
Lindsay comes out. Oh, hello, I'm Tom Cruise. I just Googled myself. Turns out I'm a Scientologist.
Actually, I know more about Tom Cruise than you would think because my husband's obsessed with him.
Can
so
we interview you as Tom Cruise?
Okay, well, let's talk about...
Yeah.
So, Tom, where did you get your big break?
Cocktails.
So you don't know anything about Tom Cruise?
I mean, I know that he can hold his breath for 5 minutes and that he does all of his stunts himself and that he literally like taped himself to the side of actually onto the side of a plane to shoot a scene for...
Sounds like you know a lot about Tom Cruise's
Hey,
press...
Lindsay,
Okay.
did you know that I was, I'm sorry, Tom Cruise, you won't remember me, but I was in the movie Born on the 4th of July with you in Dallas when we were filming on the SMU campus, and I played a hippie, and as the camera swung by me, I was the hippie that yelled, "The pigs," but there was a lot of words I can't use right now. But I was the hippie.
You, girl.
Yeah, and if you have a hard time trying to figure out which hippie I was the one with the really long hair. Get it?
Is this true? Were you on that movie?
Yes. We filmed at the SMU campus. It was amazing. And I remember when he was coming by and he was at that scene, he was in the wheelchair. Yeah. So.
my
And
God.
everyone said Tom Cruise was short, but damn.
Yeah, he's like 5'8".
All right, Lindsay, thank you very much for playing the role of Tom Cruise and Chris Kattan. We'll be back this evening with cooking lessons from Brett Ottolenghi.
And you're really good at that cooking stuff. Your eggs were amazing.
That's the only thing I can cook.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, people really want to see more cooking segments.
Well, guess what?
They want to see more cooking segments and they want to see more shoe cam. That's like a real thing. That is a real thing.
They love me. Oh my God. I feel like I'm accepting an Oscar. They really, really like me.
We'll see you this evening on Piff the Magic Dragon's Golden Hour.